What's good, everybody? It's my Antoine here, back with another video. We're back with another video on the channel. In today's video, we're here to, do some more random talk video on today's, channel and today's video. And today's video, of course, we're going to be talking about, college basketball 2028. More news on that one. The reason why I want to talk about this is because it's been rumored that saying about more rumors, more news on the whole entire college basketball 2028, and I figured why not talk about it in today's video, because I just found out about this like yesterday about the whole news about college basketball 2028. I'm sure you guys already know about this. Now I want to make this a clear thing, a clear little thing. We aren't sure what's going to happen in 2028 when the game due comes out. We don't know if it's confirmed that maybe EA decided not to do this, whatever, or do it, whatever. We aren't sure about that. Saying we have to wait and see. They did confirm that on Twitter, like I think it was a couple months ago, that they was going to make a basketball game. EA even announced that. Saying. And it was pretty interesting because I'm like, good. Now we have another basketball game that we can play besides 2K, because 2K basketball games for the last couple of years has been nothing but dog shit. And people talk about 2K26 like, oh, this is the best 2K we had in years, and just another dog shit microtransaction 2K, and everyone's going to play it because it's the only basketball game that's out there. So maybe with EA making potentially college basketball 2028, they'll shake things up and maybe we could play something else other than 2K. Now I haven't been playing basketball games or any sports games since I was 19 years old. I'm currently 25. You know what I'm saying? So it's been that long, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys really want maybe a sports channel, sports content on this channel. I'm pretty sure some of you guys will love it. I would love it too as well because the last sports game I actually played literally was 2K19, and that was the last good 2K ever in the franchise. And ever since then, it's been nothing but dog shit. Whether people want to believe that or not, I don't care. But nonetheless, yeah. And here we are in 2025, same old bullshit with 2K26 being dog shit as usual. So. But look on the bright side. At least we may be potentially going to have, EA finally making a basketball game, but college basketball 2028. Well, at least what we thought, saying at the moment until this news broke out. When you see it on this news article right here, as you see right here, it says according to, like it's some article or whatever. It says EA Sports won't be producing a college basketball video game after all. According to like Matt Brown of the Extra Points reported on this on Thursday, September 4th, 2024. So last week, I'm assuming. The video game company is pulling its offer to include schools in a college basketball game, all but signaling the end of any chances it gets made. EA Sports Vice President of Commercial Partnership and Licensing, Sean O'Brien, informed universities on September 3rd, 2025, according to the reports. O'Brien said the decision was made because schools are accepting 2K Sports offer to be included in the NBA 2K series. EA Sports declines to comments to the US Today Sports. So basically, all the sports from all the college and universities decided to say, and we don't want to be partnered with EH, college basketball, 2028, game. We rather accept the offer to the 2K Sports, offerings, which will be making, NBA, 2K, college basketball games. They rather accept it there than over at EA, which I mean that explains why it was hard to get certain schools into the game. That's why EA, scrapped the whole thing in the first place, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Now, we don't know for sure if they're going to still continue to make basketball games because they did say there on Twitter, they still have it up there that they're going to make it they're going to make an EA, college basketball game in 2028. So, I don't know for sure if that's if that's what they're going to be doing now that that they decided to pull it. Now, take it with a grain of salt. I know a lot of people are against 2K and everything when it comes to making sports game. Believe me, I'm against 2K too as well. You know what I'm saying? But if this is confirmed, I don't know if this is confirmed that they're not going to make a EA Sports college basketball game, then they might as well just forget about making any basketball games whatsoever. Because like honestly, they had their chances, and now because of schools that don't want to be part of the the EA, landscape and making a basketball game, they'd rather have 2K to do it. Well, they might as well just stick what they're gonna stick with. FIFA, which makes them a lot of money, and then hockey, saying makes them a lot of money too as well, and the car racing car games too as well, which makes them a lot of money too as well. All that, saying if that's the case, it is unfortunate, saying. Now, like I said, we are not in 2028, we're in 2025. They could maybe change their mind of maybe making a basketball game, despite despite certain schools not going to want to not want to partner with with EA Sports. But if this is truly confirmed, which based off this report, I'm going to say it's probably confirmed. It is confirmed. But if it is confirmed, what I'm saying, but then that sucks, what I'm saying, because I would love to see another EA basketball game, because NBA Live 19 was actually a pretty good basketball game. I actually liked it. It's just that 2K19 came around that time, I believe so, and then that was a way better optional basketball game. It was just too good, what I'm saying. It was way better, but NBA Live 19 was actually pretty good too as well. But unfortunately, it looks like, based off of this report, it looks like they will not be making a college basketball game after all. It looks like they're going to be scrapping college basketball, 2028. EA's, college basketball 2028. Looks like they're going to be scrapping that, which is unfortunate, because I would actually love to see a EA basketball game. That would be really cool. That would be really awesome. It would have been splendid, what I'm saying, because we have something other company other than 2K to make a basketball game. But unfortunately, due to its I guess due to its issues of not having all the universities, all the college, D1s, universities into their games, and not getting their licensing, and also, I guess agreement, whatever happens, all that type of stuff. I guess it's probably the main reason why they just like, yeah, you know what? If we can get all the college, players into our EA Sports games, not college players, like college universities into our EA Sports games, then we might as well just scrap it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what's going to be happening. And yeah, it looks like EA is basically done. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, take them to grand salt. I know there's some EA fans out there that really, really would love a basketball game to come out. Believe me, I would love to as well. Even though I hate EA and it's a shady ass company. But I'd rather have them create a basketball game than 2K, because their microtransaction in 2K is way beyond crazy. And EA, they kind of limit that shit, you know what I'm saying? But that's nor here, that's nor there. It looks like, based off of this, we probably not going to get a college basketball game for EA or any basketball games anytime soon. They did promise us they was going to make a basketball game at some point, an NBA basketball game, but then they scrapped it, canceled it. So basically, it confirms that the whole EA basketball games for EA is probably dead for the foreseeable future. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks, like I said, because I actually would love to see EA make a basketball game. Like, give other people alternative to other them to just play 2K. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be better than 2K, but it has to be something. You know what I'm saying? And I would love to see EA make a basketball game, but sadly, they're probably not gonna make one. Now that they found out that college basketball ain't gonna be making one, you know what I'm saying? They're like, well, we might as well just scrap, the whole basketball shit together after this, man. It's because Sean O'Brien tried to get them some universities, you know what I'm saying, to sign with them, but then all of them said, no, we're gonna go to 2K Sports and get included into their type of basketball game they're gonna be making. Which, speaking of 2K, during the 2K 26 launch week, you know what I'm saying, they made this announcement, and they said this. They say it's NBA 2K26 launch week. It seems like a good time to share even more incredible news about the future of the basketball at 2K. Yes, it's true. We are working on a college basketball experience that will feature more than 100 programs from across the country, from powerhouse to center row stories, competition fuel quality at all levels, which is why our approach with college basketball ensures our partner schools, college athletes, and our players all benefits. More than good news, you won't have to wait long to start seeing your favorite college shows up in game. We've got big plans for 2027 and beyond, and even a few more surprises coming in 2026. We've proven the quality of the basketball game experience can we can deliver for years and have every intention to bring that same level of quality to the college hoops. Ball over everything 2K. More like college over everything, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, why am I tripping? It's more like fucking microtransaction over everything in 2K1. My even bother, man, college over everything. What the fuck I say that for? It's more like microtransaction over everything over there in fucking 2K. The only thing the only thing that's what they care about. But anyways, besides that though, yeah, it looks like 2K is going to be making a college basketball game very, very soon. Basically, early 2026, I'm assuming based off of this, they're going to be working like try to bring in, college, basketball, type of schools that they partner with and bring them into 2K 2026. I think that's what they're going to be doing. That's what they're going to probably going to more likely going to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what's going to be happening. So yeah, so more likely early 2026, y'all going to be seeing some college, some college, schools that partner with 2K into, 2K, 2026. So, and then all those type of stuff, go from there. They did talk about, they got big plans for 2027 and beyond. I'm assuming they're going to start adding more schools into 2K 2027 and then beyond, and then maybe once we get to that 2028 mark, then they're finally going to put out a individual college basketball video game for NBA 2K28. So you have a 2K28 basketball game, NBA version of it, and then a college version of it. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they'll have that or put it together. I don't know how that's going to work, but that's how it's going to work from there. And yeah, so that's pretty much it on that one. But there's more. So as you see right here, college basketball reports, according to them. Shout out to college basketball reports for the tweets. It says 2K is planning for the college basketball game, which they announced during the whole entire NBA 2K26, launch day. They said college basketball added into 2K, NBA 2K, not a standalone basketball game. Schools begins getting added to the game in 2026, which I said that before. 100 plus school features far from the 361 teams in D1. EA, we owe you apology. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. So, wait, hold on. Let me get this straight. They're going to be adding college basketball schools into NBA 2K and not have a college basketball standalone game. What? No, 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 no. They gotta have a standalone game for sure, right? That makes no sense. What? They said they're working on a basketball game. Man, 2K better put a standalone college basketball game in their game, man. There's no way that they're not going to add. They're not going to add. There's no way they're going to add a college basketball schools into NBA 2K and not make it the standalone game. The last time a college basketball had a standalone, game was NCAA basketball 2010 when Blake Griffin was on the cover. And the last 2K basketball game, like last 2K, college basketball game was when 2K8. It was 2K8. That was the last college basketball game. They can literally add a college basketball game into their system if they want to. Unless they want to do a microtransaction bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But come on now, that makes no sense. Why would they have a standalone? Not why would we not have a college basketball standalone game? Why not make it a NBA 2K college basketball? You know a standalone game, or better yet, make it like a 2K college basketball standalone game or something. I mean, I understand they're probably going to implement some of the college schools into NBA 2K 2026, but not having a standalone game is a problem. Schools begin getting added to the game in 2026, which I said before. 100 plus schools will feature far from the 361 teams in the D1. So they're just going to add 100 plus schools. There are 361 teams in D1. Oh shit. Well, that's a recipe of disaster. Okay, well, all right, that's a bad start. Okay. Okay. So here's another tweet from somebody here that has their thoughts and opinions on the whole entire NBA 2K college basketball being coming back. You know what I'm saying? And this person, or this media people, send some sports media people. They said, I think I speak for the most college basketball fans when I say this. 99% of the magic of this game coming back is to be able to have all 364 teams in it, not 100 plus. 2K basically bully balled and won, but now we're going to get a subpar product. It's abysmal. So let me get this straight. They announced that we're going to get 2K26 during the whole entire NBA 2K26 launch. They announced that we're going to get a college basketball game. However, they're going to start to implement some of the college teams into NBA 2K26, and potentially this is just rumors that I just learned. I just realized they're potentially going to put that into a my team form, and not in my NBA form. That's just the rumors. I'm just thinking on top of my head. You know what I'm saying? And so that's that, right? And then 100 plus schools. So basically, they confirmed this that they're not going to be adding, over 300 plus schools into the team, meaning not every team is going to be part of NBA 2K. And to make matters even worse, it's more likely just going to be more likely not going to be a standalone game. From what I heard, from what I saw on the last tweet, it's not going to be a standalone game, which makes no sense. They should have a standalone game for a college game. If you're going to add college teams into your game, you might as well just have it be separated. Unless they can't get the 300 plus teams on the one 2K. So they said, you know what? Let's get 100 plus teams in this one big 2K. While have NBA 2K 2016, like we'll have NBA 2K games combined together. Basically, have an NBA basketball game and a college basketball game combined together as one, without having college basketball have their own separate game. That's what I'm thinking, because they say 100 plus, and there's over 300 plus teams in the D1 in college basketball. I'm smelling something fishy here. I'm trying to think here. Are they saying they're going to add the 100 plus teams only in NBA 2K and not have their own standalone game in college basketball game? Because they say early 2026 they're going to start bringing in some college teams into NBA 2K26. So is this signifying that maybe they're going to be adding the 100 plus college basketball team into NBA 2K26 and not have their own standalone game? Are we going to start seeing more and more college teams coming into NBA 2K26 but not having their own standalone game? That's what I'm thinking here. I think that's what I'm thinking here, because they have it till they have till 2028 to make that if they want to decide to make their own basketball game, college basketball game. You know what I'm saying? So, oh man, So I'm trying to think of this real quick. Like they're gonna add more college basketball games. No, they're gonna add more college basketball teams into their game in 2026, early 2026, right? They're going to add more college teams into their NBA 2K26 basketball game in 2026, right? And then they might add more of it, you know what I'm saying? Like add more of it as time goes on. That's what I'm hearing, I think. So it looks like we're potentially not going to have a standalone college basketball game. It looks like they're going to be adding 100 plus, college teams that they're partnered with 2K. Only put them on only 2K, basketball game, on only a 2K NBA basketball game instead of having their own basketball game. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm hearing. Basically, NBA 2K26 or NBA 2K games is going to be combined together with the NBA basketball college games. Meanwhile, college basketball games won't have their own standalone game. Potentially. We don't know until 2028. Oh my God. It's going to be a subpar game, subpar product. They could possibly do two ways: either make NBA 2K, make a 2K, college basketball game back, but only have 100 plus teams and not the whole 300 plus teams. But they also can make an NBA 2K game and combine all the NBA teams along with the college teams that they're partnering with in one 2K. Oh my fucking god, they're gonna rob the fucking fan. They're gonna rob the college basketball fans. They're gonna rob the college basketball fans because everyone, including myself, want a standalone basketball college basketball game. Because if you could buy an NBA basketball game with a college basketball game together, it won't make no sense unless you're locking it behind a paywall. Which rumor has it they're gonna potentially do that with my team when they add the whole college, teams in early 2026 of NBA. If that's true, oh my fucking god, that's gonna be fucking crazy. Hold on, let me see another tweet right here. Is another Twitter user named Alex said they're gonna add a separate mind team mode for college basketball, aren't they? Do not tell me that college basketball is back, but for only my team. I hope 2K makes a separate basketball game for both NBA, which they're already doing, but also for college. Like, have them be separate. If you want to put a college basketball team on there, fine. But locking it onto a paywall, that's completely weird work, 2K. But sadly, people are gonna buy this shit, so it won't even matter. But um, what? I hope that this isn't true, man. But the fact that EA's not making a college basketball game, that's even sadder because it goes to show you that they're out of touch of basketball games in general. If they can't make a college basketball game, then they can't make a basketball game in general. They could easily go back and make an NBA basketball game. I guarantee you, people will play that more than 2K. But well, not more than 2K, but people would rather go play those. I would rather go play the EA, basketball game than 2K because 2K the microtransaction bullshit. But it looks like they're giving up on this shit, And it looks of it from 2K standpoint, they're gonna be adding something into early, early 2026, where they're gonna be adding something like early in 2026 in NBA 2K26. They're gonna be adding in college teams that are sponsored by 2K, they're partnered with 2K. But is it gonna be locked onto a paywall based off of this tweet I'm hearing? Is it gonna be locked in a paywall? So all the college teams gonna be locked into some my team paywall shit? If that is the case, bro, that's gonna be completely sad. And I hope this is not true, but if it is true, then that means that potentially they're not gonna probably not gonna make that standalone basketball game. Like I said, we don't know for sure. It's 2025, maybe in 2028 they'll probably do it because they did say as years go on they're gonna maybe start adding more and more teams. But from the looks of it, they're gonna be adding like only 100 plus teams. So they didn't say they're gonna add the whole full 300 plus teams in one game because that's a whole lot of teams you got to put in. Plus, you got to add in the NBA teams too as well. But here's the thing here: make a separate standalone game for a college basketball game. They can easily make a college basketball game and add those 300 plus teams in the college basketball game for 2K. They can easily do that. Why implement it in the current 2K like NBA 2K26 unless they add like putting it behind a fucking paywall, which that's what I think that's what they're gonna do. And if they do that, that's gonna be completely be fucked up. So, but like I said, I don't play this game. I don't play 2K. I don't give a fuck about this. But I only talk about this because I love basketball games. I'm so like in depth with the basketball games. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, I don't like basketball games no more. I scrap that. I love basketball. Basketball in general, whether if it's video games or not. You know what I'm saying? And I want to get attached to this. And plus, I'm still support people who play basketball. You know what I'm saying? So who play basketball video games, all those other type of stuff. So the fact that this is happening, but then there's some swerve shit that they're doing, and EA's not making a basketball game. It's completely sad, man. I hope that they can find ways to make a college basketball game for EA, but it looks like from what it looks of it, according to some articles, what I'm saying, it looks like they're not gonna be making a college basketball game. It looks like they're gonna be scrapping it for good, and because they had issue with licensing, other schools, because other schools want to be partnered with 2K. So I guess they're gonna be scrapping EA, college basketball game for 2028, and it looks like 2K is gonna be having the college basketball game for the foreseeable future, and it looks like potentially it's gonna be locked like behind a freaking paywall. Potentially, we don't know for sure, but adding only 100 plus teams into a 2K game and not adding 300 plus D1 game, D1 college teams in 2K is a problem. That's a huge problem. And the solution is simple: make it a standalone college basketball game. Make NBA 2K college basketball 2028 and make NBA 2K28 and call it a day. Have 300 plus teams into NBA 2K college basketball 2028, have the same old 32 teams you have for NBA teams for NBA 2K28, and call it a day. Why do you need to add more? Why do you need to add these college teams now in NBA 2K26? Unless they're putting it behind the paywall. And if it's my team shit, the 2K people, the 2K community gonna be up in a roar. But sadly, they're gonna probably buy it still with the packs and shit. So, but yeah, I'm just gonna bring out this news to talk about. What I'm saying. Give a little brief on it. What I'm saying. My thoughts, opinions on it. What I'm saying. I guess that's pretty much it. With that being said, F in the comment section for EA's college basketball 2028. It's been nice knowing you. You didn't even come out yet. I guess 2K has their hands on the college basketball for the foreseeable future. So, with that being said, thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about EA college basketball being canceled, and how you feel about 2K getting college basketball back. Do y'all think they're gonna make a standalone game of it, or they're gonna implement it into some NBA type of game for microtransaction purposes, or whatever you think they are going to do with the 100 plus college teams out there? But anyways, besides that though, thank y'all watching. As always, take care. I'm out. Peace.